So a couple of weeks ago, I'm at the barber shop, and one of the guys mentioned something that it shook me at first. I thought rather that it was strange that somebody could say something like that. He said that you cannot advise a relationship. At first, I was like, what? But after a couple of minutes, I then realized what he meant. And what he simply meant was that uh, as an outsider, you are limited to what you can see or what you know about a relationship. That as outsiders, we only probably get to experience 10% of the relationship between the two parties. So, in essence, we are limited to the level of advice that we can give to that relationship because of the limited exposure. And when I was thinking of that, I was reminded of the story of Job. So, Job had gone through all of that. And this is what stood out to me in that story, that the wife looked at Job, that, Charlie, you are going through a lot. Why don't you just curse this God and die? I mean, this is somebody very close to Job, somebody who loved and cared for Job. And he's seeing what Job has gone through, and he's saying, Job, why don't you just curse God and die? And if we remember earlier, or if we rewind back, the conversation between God and Satan, Satan actually said to God that Job is faithful and he fears you because you have the hedge of protection and the blessing that is upon his life. That if you remove this guy would curse you. And then God brags on Job and say, go and do what you can, but don't touch his soul. And the devil goes and does all that he can, destroys everything, takes away everything, kills his children. But Job still refuses to curse God. Even when everything has been taken away, he has lost everything, his wife is now encouraging him, basically approving, saying, after everything, mate, you can now curse God. But he refuses to do that. And I believe it is because of the relationship that Job had with God, that God knew Job and what Job would be able to do, that he was able to even brag to Satan that this one, it doesn't matter what you do, he will never curse me. And this is an encouragement to us. And I think Job's wife is the perfect example that though they were married, Job had his own relationship with God. That as married folk, we cannot piggyback off your spouse, that you need to pursue a relationship with God for your own self. That sometimes we find ourselves, even as children, piggybacking off the relationship that our parents have with God. That even for some of us, we even do it with we are piggybacking off the relationship that our pastor has with God. I just want to encourage us that we cultivate our own relationship, that we do not piggyback off other people's relationship with God, that we pursue God for our own selves, that we know God for our own selves.